Hi there, ladies. Welcome. So happy to be here in Women Helping Women, this amazing community of powerful women, like-minded, amazing leaders. So my name is Megan Tull, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite topics, which is owning your value so you can earn your worth. So as you're joining in, please let me know that you're here and where you're joining in from, and hashtag live if you're joining live, and hashtag replay if you're joining the replay. So again, let me know if you're here. Give me a quick hello. Would love to hear from you and where you're coming from, where you're joining us from. So so today we're going to be talking about owning your value so you can earn your worth. Now, I have worked with thousands of entrepreneurs to date. I've been doing coaching and consulting for over 19 years, and I have found that the number one challenge that entrepreneurs face, especially women entrepreneurs, is not truly understanding their unique value. So they don't have the confidence to present themselves in a powerful way or ask for or charge what they're worth. So this results in, spinning your wheels, not knowing what to focus on. It also relates to not being able to reach your desired level of income, not attracting your ideal clients, and having trouble enrolling clients, and really just, self-sabotage. So maybe you'll get close to your goals, but for some reason you just can't make it there. So let me know if you struggle with any of these areas, not knowing what to focus on, sabotaging your success, not reaching your income goals, not being able to ask for the sale or close the sale or attract your ideal clients. So let me know if you struggle in any of these areas. It's okay. We've all been there or are currently there. So I want you to participate today so I can really help you and walk you through and give you some actionable steps today on how you can own your value so you can earn your worth, and that will allow you to present yourself confidently, allow you to stand out in a crowded marketplace, be seen as an expert authority in your industry, get to work with your dream clients, reach your desired level of income, and really turn your passion into a profitable business. Hi, Angela. Uh, she's like me. Yes. Thank you for stepping up and stepping out. Really just showing up here. I want to congratulate you for investing in yourself, investing your time. I think it's so important to really work on ourselves on a regular basis, and really just stay empowered and really keep our mindset strong and empowered. So and one of the biggest ways we can do that is to own our values. So, I want you to think about, your journey. Hey, Cassie, thank you. Cassie's in. She's like me. All right, so yes, so I want you to think about your journey, right? Our journey is really such a great way to kind of access where our unique value is coming from, right? So we all have these journeys that we've experienced, and we've learned so much on that journey, right? So for me, just to kind of let you know my journey, I've been an entrepreneur for most of my life. I've had 7 different businesses all around my passion, and I've had, quite a bit of success in my life, but I've had tons of adversity and challenge. I was a widow at age 30, single mom for 9.5 years, and, really a lot of financial ups and downs. And so that is part of my journey, and I've learned so many lessons along the way. And yes, I can say, oh, that really sucked, and woe is me. And, I could have really kind of allowed that to keep me playing small or being stuck, but I kept moving forward. I kept following my passion and that burning desire within me to be or do something more. Now, I have found that I was on a path of, really going after what I thought I wanted, using others as examples, right? And doing the things I felt like I needed to do to be successful. And that was really limiting myself, even though I was able to reach some substantial financial goals. Actually, when I left corporate, the first year I had my first home-based business. 6 months into it, I made $0 because it was my first online business. I had to figure that out. But I got the support and help I needed. In the second 6 months, I was able to triple my income. So that was exciting. However, I did experience the financial roller coaster ride. How many of you have ever experienced that? So let me know if you've experienced that. What happens there is, we're not clear or we're not focused. And typically it comes down to not being in alignment. And I discovered that. And I actually had to hit a rock bottom in my life and in my business to be like, hello, you need to get this sorted out. And so I really took the time to get clear on what I truly wanted and to really get clear on how I can use my gifts in the most impactful way, get connected to my true self and my passion and my purpose. So get into alignment with those things, and then everything started to shift. And a big piece of that was owning my value. So let's talk about unique value for a moment. So our unique value comes from a number of different things. It comes from our God-given gifts and talents. It comes from our education, everything that we've learned along the way, all the skill sets that we've developed, right? Even in those jobs that we thought, oh gosh, this is just a means to the end, and you really didn't think it was important, you learned something. And then all of the experiences in your life, your journey, right, your story, those led to lessons, powerful life lessons. So think of, the adversity you had. I know I'm not the only one who has gone through challenges and obstacles. So those adversities or obstacles that you are able to overcome, there are tremendous opportunities for growth on the other side and life lessons to be learned, right? And so with that, now you have information to be able to help other people, right? Your unique value also comes from your characteristics as a person. What are some of your characteristics that you have? So think about that for a moment. And then also your values as a person. So your core values in particular. So the three main things, your standards by which you live by. My core values are integrity, love, and fun. Those things have to be represented in everything that I do. So think about what your core values are. You can start with 10 and then narrow it down to 3, but your core values are essential and really will help you determine how to move forward. It helps you with your decision making, and it helps you, know who you want to work with, right? Because typically you want to have your values in alignment with the values of anybody that you work with moving forward. So those are the areas that make up your unique value. Again, your God-given gifts and talents, your education, your experience, your characteristics as a person, your values as a person. All those things come together to make up your unique value. So you can see that there's no two people on the planet alike. You are special. You are unique. And when you can represent this in everything that you do, you are going to be able to shine. And you are going to be able to be fulfilled in your work and make the biggest impact. So I want to take you through a little exercise here. So I've created a document. I hope y'all can see this. I have a hard time holding it in the right area. So this is my reveal your unique value exercise. So you can, on a sheet of paper, make your own here, kind of like a T-chart. And on one side, you're going to list your characteristics, skills. It could be soft or hard skills. And so then one side, you're going to have that on the left side. And then on the right side is the value that offers your client. Okay, I'm going to take that down now. So, so this is really, really powerful, guys. This is something that I do with my VIP clients because, all right, so we've looked at your unique value, the aspects and the things to consider when you are understanding what your unique value is. So all of us who have taken the Strength Finder tests and really assessed, what our strengths are, what our skills are, that is really powerful and really important. However, I really believe we have to take it another step further because yes, it's important to identify your strengths, but if you're just focusing on those, then that's really ego based. That's just all about you. But at the end of the day, it's really about how those strengths or skills can help other people. So how they can help our clients, our potential clients, or how they can help, a company that you're working for. So really understanding that, like what is the value that represents? That is the gold. That is what's going to set you apart, right? And if you can articulate this, that is the key. And so you're articulating it in your marketing message, in your, your story, when you're connecting with your ideal clients, when you're providing value and sharing. You want to be able to come from that place of, yes, I have these amazing skills, but this is how it's going to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. So for example, if you're a great problem solver, how is that going to help your potential client? Well, maybe you can take something that's complex, a situation, or maybe someone's business that may be jumbled or confused, and then you can actually break it down and help them create a business strategy and break it down step by step. Or maybe they're confused with marketing and you're a marketing genius and you have the ability to create a step by step marketing strategy for them that's easy to follow and understand. So that is the value that particular skill or strength brings to your client. Can you see where I'm going with this? So on this exercise here, I want you to fill this out and write down 5 characteristics or strengths that you have that are unique to you. Don't overthink this. Just go ahead and write them down. And then on the other side, I want you to write the value that represents for your client, or those of you working for a company, maybe the value that represents for your company. And again, when you truly start understanding this and embracing what it is that you're bringing to the table, that value proposition, that is the gold, right? That is what's going to set you apart from the rest of the folks out there doing something similar, right? And again, going back to your journey and your story, that also makes up who you are. And I want you to celebrate that. I want you to, look for opportunities when you're connecting with your audience, when you're connecting to your ideal star client, that you are sharing your journey and you're willing to be vulnerable and showing, I hadn't always had it all figured out. I actually struggled with this, but then, I took some time to figure it out. And now I have this proven method or system that I actually use to be able to do XYZ, right? Or this proven method or system is something that I've shared with my clients to allow them to accomplish this ideal outcome, right? So this journey that we've been on, it has really, again, equipped us with the tools and the knowledge and the wisdom, everything that we need to be able to be of service to our clients. And so that's what we want to utilize, right? That's where the value really comes in. And so I want you to be able to embrace that journey and be able to share that with your clients. Because if they, feel like, you always had it figured out, and you're putting yourself on this pedestal because you feel like you have to show up like super confident and all together all the time, then your ideal client is not really going to be able to connect with you, right? And they're like, oh gosh, I can't even resonate with that because I'm kind of stuck here, right? Wherever their problem or challenge is. But if you can share, your struggle and your journey, they can relate to you, and you're meeting your potential client where they are, right? And then you can show them that you can be their leader, you can be their trusted advisor to take them from where they are to where they want to be. So it then is very important for you to articulate that value that you're bringing, right? So yes, the credibility piece is important. What kind of experience you have, and maybe some credentials in terms of certifications or recognition and things. But at the end of the day, your ideal client wants to know how you can help them, right? And so that's where you come in with your unique solution or transformation, right? So it's key to understand who your ideal star client is. That's what I call them. You probably heard of ideal target market, right? That's another way of looking at it. But um, so yeah, like, who do you want to work with? Who can you best serve? And I know a lot of us think, oh wow, I can help a lot of people with a lot of things. But I want you to narrow it down and really make a decision of like who you truly can help. And because your marketing message needs to speak directly to that person, right? So kind of you can create an avatar in your mind of who that might look like. Maybe you think about a client that you've worked with in the past that was an amazing client. So like, how can you recreate that person? And really maybe take some time to write down their characteristics or attributes. And probably, I'm going to bet that they're very similar to you, right? So our ideal star clients are often somebody just like us, right? Or how we were before we got to the other side, right? And figured things out. So you can go ahead and make your list of what you're looking for in an ideal star client, get crystal clear on that, and then think about what is the number one problem or challenge that they're facing and how you can use your unique value and your gifts to be of service to them, to really offer a solution to their problem. And how can you use everything that you have? So your gifts, your education, your skill sets, your characteristics, your values. How do you bring all that together in an offering that can really fully serve your client and offer them that transformational solution that they're seeking, right? So that is what we're looking at, and when you can truly understand this, everything will change. So when you truly understand your value, then that you bring, you can then stand in your power, and you can confidently present yourself and your products and your services, and you can start charging what your products or services are worth, right? And so that is really what it's all about, is once you truly understand that value, then you don't have any trouble asking for the sale and charging a price, an appropriate price for your service or product, right? So it's really all about the value, right? And your services then become, something that you're offering your client as a solution to their problem. And in exchange, they are rewarding you with a with the fee, with the investment or money that they've made in you and in the products or services. So money is just a reward for service, right? And that is one of the things that really kind of made a big shift for me when thinking, it's not all about the money, because I'm a giver and I want to help people and that's my passion. And I think a lot of us heartfelt entrepreneurs kind of get caught up or stuck in that thinking, well, I would do this for free, right? Or it starts off as a hobby and then we decide we want to make it a business, but then we struggle with asking for that sale, right? Or charging the appropriate rate for our services or products. And we're giving our time, gifts, and talents away. And that's really very disempowering. We're actually offering a disservice to our clients because we're not giving them the opportunity to invest in themselves. When they invest in themselves at a high level, they are going to be telling the universe that they are worth it. And they are going to be really then committed. They have skin in the game. They're committed to doing the work. And that really can shift everything for your clients. So if you're giving stuff away or charging, peanuts for what you're doing, it devalues what you're doing or what you're offering, but it also, again, is disempowering for your client because it's not giving them that opportunity to invest in themselves and have things shift. For example, I'm going to share a story of one of my clients, Lisa, who is an interior designer. She had that as kind of as a hobby, but she wanted to make it a business, and she had never really invested in herself before. Family and friends had asked her to, decorate rooms in their homes or, ask her advice on a number of different things. They absolutely loved her creativity and her gifts and really respected what she did. However, they were never offering to pay her for her services. So, at first she enjoyed, the compliments and being able to help and doing what she loved to do. But at the end of the day, she felt taken advantage of and she was quite frustrated. So she came to me and said, how do I actually make a business out of this, right? And so she had always invested in, her time with her family and her kids, and she was always there, but she felt guilty investing in herself or really committing the time to develop a business until we talked about how she needed to start owning her value so she can earn her worth. And so she really was ready to do that. And so she decided that she was going to move forward with one of my coaching programs and decided to invest in herself, which it was very scary. It was the first time she was ever doing that, but she did it anyway. She wrote me a check, believe it or not, at the Starbucks. And then I remember the very next day, she called me. She's like, Megan, you are never going to believe what just happened. I just got a call from one of my friends who was just appointed to be chair for this big event in Austin, where we live. And so she then called Lisa to ask her if she would be willing to do all of the decorations. And she was willing to pay her a certain amount to do that. And guess what? The amount was the same exact amount of money that she just invested in our coaching program. So when she was willing to say yes to herself and step outside her comfort zone, break through that fear, the universe delivered, right? She was willing to say yes to herself and show the universe that, you know what, I'm worth investing in, and this is real, and I'm going to develop my gifts further. And when she was willing to do that, everything shifted and changed. So that is what happens when we truly can start owning our value. Then we have the ability to earn our worth, right? So it's so powerful, guys. So who is with me here? Oh, we got some. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So we have some comments here. Hello, Phil. Thank you for joining. Angela. All right. So Darlene, it was a tough question. Took me a while, but I really finally narrowed it down. Doesn't mean my ideal client will always be the same, but for now I have narrowed it down. Great. So Darlene, yes, you're right. Sometimes we're going to work with somebody else that might not exactly fit our criteria. But it's important to kind of have an idea of who you want to work with, like your dream client, right? And then be able to target your message to that. But trust me, it's not excluding other people that can benefit from your work. They will find you. I remember when I decided to just work with women entrepreneurs, and I struggled with that because I had also serviced men, and really offered amazing programs for men in the past and enjoyed working with them. But I really decided that I prefer to work with women, and I really wanted to direct my marketing efforts that way. So it was something that was difficult, a difficult decision to make. However, I did it. It was really interesting. Was my next 7 clients were men, amazing men that were like heartfelt and very service oriented, and but they found me anyway. Even though I was marketing to the women, they came to me like, hey, can you help me? And because they were a really good fit, I took them on as a client. So that's just an example of, just because you decide to narrow it down, it doesn't mean you can't help other people. And what we're thinking about is our ideal, and maybe you have some other programs for people who are not necessarily your exact fit of who you want to work with, but you still have some other things, maybe low end investments or free gifts or things for other people, so you can still help those people. All right, so who is with me? Who feels that they now have some actionable steps that they can implement to help them start understanding their unique value so they can start showing up as that expert authority, standing in their power, and have the confidence to present themselves and their offers and charge what they're worth? Who is feeling more confident? Darlene said, too funny, your story about men clients coming to you. It's true. It's crazy. So who is resonating with the information today and finds that this is helpful? Please let me know. All right. So I want to extend an invitation. So I know here at Women Helping Women, we have an amazing community of women business owners, right, that are supporting each other. But I also want to invite you to another awesome community. And this was my way of being able to give back and provide value, and selfishly to be able to be around other amazing like-minded women like yourself. So I created Passionista Nation, which is a community for powerful women leaders that are living their passion and their purpose. So if that is you, I would love to invite you to join us over at Passionista Nation. I think, the more groups, of course you want them to have the same values, and you want to be in alignment with the mission. But the more groups you can be involved in that are a good fit for you, the more connections you can make and the more opportunity you have to share what you do. And so this is a great place for you to connect with other like-minded women, get additional support, but also to be able to give value, share your expertise, to collaborate. But we also have an amazing education environment. So there's all kinds of training around mindset tips and business strategies. We bring in experts on different areas to help you grow both personally and professionally. I come on live every week doing live trainings. We have boot camps. We have all kinds of exciting things. And after the first of the year, we're also going to be doing some collaboration calls where you can really connect closely with these like-minded women and share about what you do, who you serve, how you serve them, and maybe connect with potential referral partners or get clients that way, or be able to partner with some of these folks. So great opportunities to expand your community and be able to share your message and deliver your value. So I would love to invite you to join us at Passionista Nation. I've included the link for you. And so my time is up here. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining. Please let me know if you enjoyed today's training. and any takeaways or ahas that you've gotten from today's training. And until next time, be courageous, take inspired action, and share your gifts with the world. Bye, everybody, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. I hope you have a blessed holiday. Bye, everybody.